What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to jump into something very exciting. We are going to talk about all the stuff that is happening with behavior and Dead by Daylight. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and of course like this video. And if you want to catch me live on Twitch, please do so at twitch.tv/Stevielife. I hope to see you there. Alright guys, so let's jump into it real quick. So, as you guys know, Behavior is promoting very heavily right now on Twitter, for example, that they want people to guess who is the W in Resident Evil Project W. Also, they are tweeting to see if anyone can guess who was actually behind the camera footage. However, this one is very important. Behavior will be doing a first ever Behavior Beyond showcase. They tweeted about it as well. On Wednesday, August 3rd, to be exact. The reason they are doing that is because Behavior Interactive is turning 30 and they want to celebrate it with us. It's going to be on their Dead by Daylight Twitch channel and on their YouTube. So this is a tweet that I was talking about. Behavior Interactive is turning 30 and we're kicking off the celebrations with our first ever Behavior Beyond showcase. Tune in on YouTube or on Twitch at 1:30 p.m. EST on Wednesday, August 3rd for the event. And if you click on it, you actually go here. Behavior Interactive is turning 30 and we're kicking off the celebrations with our first ever Behavior Beyond showcase. This broadcast will pull back the curtain on our diverse slate of upcoming games and content, including updates, sneak peeks, and the world premiere of Behavior's next major release. Like I said, this is very important. There's a detail in here that they probably are gonna talk about as well. So what is the major release that they are talking about? So let's take a look. One of the major releases is of course the new game that is coming out, which is Hooked on You. However, what is also very important is that Behavior opened a new independent video game studio in Toronto. They acquired Midwinter Entertainment as well, based in Seattle. So obviously this is all meant for them to work on new IPs. So let's take a look at another major release that they are talking about is of course Hooked on You. So let's take a look right here. This is what they tweeted out, just a little tease. 4 flirty killers to romance on one steamy Steam page to discover wishlist Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim today. If you click on it, you actually go here. I can show you. Everything is here and the release date, it just says coming soon. It must be this year. Maybe this is the biggest release that they're talking about. It's probably one of them, but I will get into that. So let's take a look at the video. So like I said before, guys, it is very, very obvious that they are expanding the brand Behavior. The team is expanding in different areas. And it's due because of the fact that they have so many new games coming out, such as Hooked on You, and of course, something very new and exciting. And let me get into that. So let's take a little look on their trademark website. This is very important. We can see everything that Behavior is trademarking. We can see Hooked on You, that was on the 16th of February. And we can now also see something new. Exterminauts. Trademarked on the 24th of March 2022. The website exterminauts.com is also already claimed. There's no information about it at all. I tried to look it up. I tried to search for it, but there's nothing on it. Maybe you guys have an idea. If you do, let me know down in the comments below the video. However, guys, let's talk about the new chapter coming to Dead by Daylight, the Project W. First of all, let's look at the footage that Behavior is putting out on Twitter. All right. So who was behind the screen and what does Mag have to do with it? Do you see the spy symbol, the spy emote? This is very important, don't forget this. These questions and more will be answered when Behavior Beyond is live in 5 days. Follow here and hit the bell to be notified. So pretty much you're going to go to their Twitch page. So let's take a look here. Alright, so what does that mean? Is this a rumor? Are they trying to tell us something here? Well, let's get into it. So let's take a look right now at the new killer, Albert Wesker. Let me explain to you who he actually is. For some of you maybe some of you don't know. Alright, so pretty much Dr. Albert Wesker was an accomplished virologist notorious for his work with groups affiliated with the bioweapon black market. So Wesker ultimately chose to betray Umbrella and work with other groups to steal his research data, benefiting from a mutation brought on by a prototype virus that gave him superhuman powers. He believed that he was chosen to achieve the ultimate goal of causing the mass extinction of humanity in favor of evolution. Alright guys, so I explained to you right now who Albert Wesker is. So let's take a closer look at all the leaks right now that are circling the internet. I cannot 100% confirm this is actually the truth and this is what it's gonna be. However, it's very, very likely. So let's take a look. So let's take a look at their own dialogues. Right now they have a dialogue for the Mori, the locker, the escape, the dash, the grab, the down, the interrupt, and the hook. As well, it's gonna be the same way as Nemesis says stars whenever he grabs Jill. Wesker is gonna have his own voice line linked to Chris. So that is gonna be very, very exciting. I cannot show you what it is exactly, we just gotta have to wait. Alright, let's take a closer look to his outfit right now. So we have the default one here and we have the bloody one. Image is proven to be real and exact. However, I still think that it's going to be the same as Oni when he transforms into his superhuman power, that it's going to look like this. So guys, pretty much we have a default chase and we have music for the transformed chase music for Wesker. So let's take a listen right now to the default chase music for Wesker. Then there's also a transformed chase music for Wesker. Let's take a listen. Alright guys, what are your thoughts? I like them so far and I'm very, very interested to see how it works out while actually playing the game. However, there's also 2 short audio clips from Wesker. Let's take a listen. Okay, let's look at another one. Let's take a look at his perks, power, and add-ons. The first one that we have here is Superior Anatomy. When a survivor performs a fast vault within 3 meters of you, this perk activates. Your normal vault speed is increased by 30, 35, or 40 for 3 seconds. It deactivates after vaulting and it has a 30-second cooldown. The next one we have is Awakened Awareness. When carrying a survivor, you can see the aura of other survivors within 16, 18, 20 meters of your position. Auras revealed that way stay visible for 2 seconds after you stop carrying the survivor. Then the last one, Terminus. When exit gates are powered, this perk activates. Injured, downed, and hooked survivors are inflicted with the broken status effect until exit gates are open. When exit gates are open, survivors will stay broken for an additional 20, 25, or 30 seconds. Let's take a look at his powers. This is the first one that I found, the Virulent Bound. Their mastermind can barrel forward, electing survivors with the UROBOROS virus or leaping over obstacles. Press and hold the power button to charge a bound attack. While charging, the mastermind moves slightly slower as he prepares his strike. When charged, press the attack button to bound. If the mastermind hits a survivor, that survivor becomes infected or furthers their election. Should the mastermind crash into something during this bound, he will slam the survivor, causing damage. If not, the survivor is dimly and losing a health state if they are thrown into any solid object. So, is it going to be like a choke slam? Carrying the survivor until he crashes? I am not sure how this is going to work, but it kind of relates back to what we have seen with the Meg video in the reveal of the first chapter of Resident Evil. Maybe it has something to do with that. I don't know. Maybe it's all related to each other. If a Virulent Bound hits a drop pellet or vault location, the mastermind vaults over the obstacle. He also has a special effect, UROBOROS Infection. When hit by a Virulent Bound, survivors become infected. While infected, survivors suffer from the hinder status effect and the election builds up over time. If a Virulent Bound hits a survivor and they are fully infected, the mastermind, aka Wesker, will automatically carry them. So this is pretty much what I said in the beginning of the video and what all the rumors were about. It was very, very similar to Nemesis, of course, that you have to grab a vaccine and get healed from the virus. The same with, for example, what a lot of people were saying and leaking and talking about is that the new killer was very, very similar to Vommy Mummy or the Plague. And it is kind of similar. So let's take a look at the special interaction. First aid spray. At the beginning of each trial, several supply crates spawn, so pretty much what Nemesis has as well. Each contains a first aid spray. When infected, a survivor can use the first aid spray on themselves or another, removing the infection. Similar to Nemesis, like I said before. I was very worried already that it was going to be very, very similar. I was hoping it wasn't. They pretty much put a new name to it. Of course, I didn't see it yet. I just truly, truly hope it's not going to be an exact same thing as what we have to do against Nemesis. Also, each first aid spray has a set number of charges. Then, a lot of add-ons of the new killer has been leaked. Again, I cannot confirm this is 100% accurate, however, it looks very, very realistic. So the first one we have is Jewel Beetle. A beautiful and valuable insect. While difficult to capture, it's worth a pretty penny. Decreases the virulent bond extension when grabbing a survivor mid-bound by 50%. Gain 100% bonus blood points for virulent bound score events. Then the green herb, a common plant usually known for its restorative properties, increases the rate of infection when grabbing a survivor during a virulent bout by 30%. We have the unicorn medallion, an old medallion depicting a majestic unicorn. Oh, I like that. It was placed in storage for years. Increases the initial virulent bound distance by 20%. Decreases the subsequent virulent bound distance by 20%. I can go through each one of them, but again, I cannot confirm if this is actually all going to be it. There's a lot of different things going on. However, I can see a lot of similarities with Nemesis, with their add-ons that has to do, of course, with the virus and the zombies, etc, etc. Pretty much it's the same with this killer, only it is the virulent bound. It's about the killer's aura, terror radius, red stain, and of course, the first aid spray. So as we all know, it is rumored that there's going to be, just like the previous chapter, one killer and two survivors. So let's jump into it. So what they are saying is that it's going to be Ada Wong and Rebeccachambers. The reason for Ada Wong is because of the secret footage of Meg being filmed that I showed before. They keep showing it on their Twitter as well, and they use the spy symbol or emote the whole time. Alright, so who is actually Ada Wong? Ada Wong is the pseudonym of an enigmatic, unnamed spy of Asian American descent. She has gained notoriety in the corporate world for being able to handle serious situations and the most difficult requests without guilt. She acted secretly in the background of many biohazard incidents and collected information which became useful to several organizations, while at the same time operating to undermine them. However, Wong follows only her own true purpose and has often betrayed the organizations and customers she is affiliated with to achieve it. So here we have the outfits. There's a default one and the bloody one. And let's take a look at her perks. Her personal perks are wide tap and reactive healing and low profile. They allow her to spy on the killer. They gain a surge of healing when her allies are hurt. And they also allow the survivor to not leave a trace. Let's talk about Rebeccachambers. Who is Rebeccachambers? So Dr. Rebeccachambers is an advisor for the Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance and a former rookie member of the Special Tactics and Rescue Service assigned to STAR's Bravo team, being in charge of medical needs due to her extensive knowledge in biochemistry. But let's take a look at her outfits and her perks. So here we have the default one, and here we have the bloody cosmetic. So pretty much Rebeccachambers, as I said, is a gifted medic and squad member whose presence soothes those around her. So her personal perks are going to be better than new, reassurance, and hyper focus. They allow her to give her teammates speed boost, temporary relief to struggling allies, and complete skill checks at increased speed. Very, very interesting, and I'm very excited to see how this plays out. Anyways, guys, this was it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do like this video and this type of content, please leave a like, a comment, let me know your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe. I see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.